What's good, y'all? It's your boy Truly with Nobody Loves the DJ podcast. I'm right here with the one and only Marc B. It's good to have you, bro. How you doing,
What's
bro?
up, Truly, man? How you doing? I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
I appreciate you joining, bro. You don't really do interviews, so I appreciate you doing one with me.
Yeah, man, I gotta get back into the vibe, you know what I'm saying? Giving out free game. That's my mission to do now.
Yeah, and we're out here in Arizona, bro. Like, what you think about the vibe out here, man? Every time you stay here, you stay for a couple more days after, you know?
Yeah, I think it's way better than the next place I'm going already, so I'm not even gonna say no cities, but if you know, you know. But yeah, I just love AZ. I feel like I get so much love. I feel like every time out here I get booked, and that's just already just a sign that people fuck with me, or just at least know what I got going on. So it's one of just the cities that I always get kind of recognition for, and I'm always appreciative. So I love just saying that.
Yeah,
sure.
No, definitely. And I want to get started with. I feel like you're one of the first DJs that actually built a fan base with the artist you're with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people respect that you DJ for an artist. That I feel like you were one of the first DJs to actually, like, oh, that's someone's DJ, but they have a fan base for you as well. You know what I mean? Not just like, oh, you know.
Yeah, I think that was my biggest thing. I love the fact that Savage, I seen him from doing shows and doing after party bookings and stuff like that to just being in full arenas and amphitheaters, and now he can't do nothing less than that. So just for seeing him have his own purpose, and then me in the background just like, okay, well, let me build kind of my own structure, my own foundation. Yeah. I think it's better for both of us rather than me to just be in one area or another.
Yeah.
And so I always just stood on that from the jumper with just everything I did with Savage.
Yeah.
For sure.
And let's rewind back. Like, as far as like the DJing stuff, did you just get started doing the DJing, or were you like doing producing first? Like, what came first?
No, I was actually, before I even came to Atlanta in 2016, hold on, when I graduated, 2012. Before I came to Atlanta, I used to throw parties in Augusta, like when my mom used to go out of town because she used to be in the military. So I used to throw house parties, but it used to be so like cheap. We wasn't booking DJs, so I used to like take all the furnitures out the other room and take them to the back, and then I put some speakers together, and then I just DJ our virtual DJ off the computer. And
Fire. Shout out virtual DJ. That's where a lot of us started.
Yeah, right. So
shout out virtual DJ.
Then I used to like be kind of cool with it. Like, I used to fuck with it, so I used to take like the old speakers where you had to put the red and black cord in the back.
Yeah.
And I used to take like 6 of those with the old little amp, and I used to take that to other people's house, and then I was DJing at their house. So
Fire.
I was just fucking around with it. When I came to Atlanta, though, I took it way more serious. You know
Yeah.
And then that's how a lot of the other shit happened.
And you went to Georgia State University?
Yeah. Shout out to Georgia State. You know what I'm saying? Drake said it in the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Georgia State, the real one.
And what was the vibe out there? You know, Augusta, how far is Augusta from Atlanta?
2 hours and 30 minutes, depending on what side you coming from.
Yeah.
I think coming to Georgia State and coming to Atlanta, it was crazy different. I was just always like different than I feel like a lot of people around me. We had a chance like in high school to go to like two high school, like the kids behind me, they went to a whole nother high school in my backyard than we did.
Yeah.
So I end up like getting my close homegirl mama to be like, what they call it? I don't know what the rights is. Not power of attorney, but it's like she became my legal guardian, so I could go to a whole nother school than the people I kept on going to school with. Then when I went to college, everybody was going to Georgia Southern, Valdosta, other shit like that, and I was like, let me go to Atlanta. I knew 0 people when I came to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, I only knew one other person, and they was only in classes with me.
Yeah.
And so when I came to Atlanta, I was just like, let me figure this shit out. So I ain't for me to not know nobody, to build up as many people as I know, and so many people know me from so many ventures, it's just a real blessing.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, you know, being in that school and being in the environment, I see that you used to do like this, the basketball games and stuff.
Oh yeah, I put this school on. Like, I'm original, man.
Yeah.
And I'm, like I said, I'm blessed to just even think of the crazy ideas I had, but probably out of the 2 jobs I ever had in my life was Foot Locker. I love shoes, so if you got a plug on shoes, hit me. But Foot Locker and sports, those are the only things. So I eventually became like the help for all the sports for Georgia State, I got this funny story, and I hope nobody ever got a video. But I used to go to the sports and help do whatever they needed. Like it was the soccer, I helped set up the soccer shit. Like so, one day I had to do basketball, but I had to do the mop shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That mop, I did that one time, and like all my homies was at the game, and they clowned me for it, and I never did it again. But I went to the dude who coordinated all the sports and shit for me, and I was like, hey, all these other schools got DJs, y'all should let me DJ this shit. So I was DJing, and like I said, all my other friends went to Georgia Southern. That was our rival.
Yeah.
Right? So one day they was about to fire me because the last game I think they heard a cuss word or something. And I was like, it was just some white people running the business wanting to get me the fuck about it because I was turning the shit up. So the day they was gonna fire me was the day it was the rivalry game, and I had the shit so turned they couldn't fire me after that. But I basically gave up Georgia State the whole idea to get a DJ, and I was the first DJ to ever DJ at the school, and I just turned it up, and then it was over after that.
That's dope. So did you end up getting your degree out there?
Yeah. The funny thing is I wasn't about to because Savage I was fucking with Savage just in the music shit and pushing this shit in the streets. So he ended up about to go on tour my junior year. He ended up going on tour. It was Uzi, Lucci, and somebody else tour. I'm sad I'm missing the name. But they ended up not taking me, and I ended up being in a rock or hard place. You know what I'm saying? Do I fuck with them or not? And so when they didn't take me, I was like, all right, my mom was like, finish school. You got 1 year left. You know what I'm saying? So I really ended up finishing it for her because I was about to say fuck it and just go on tour. And then, but I ain't study any, you know, I studied some bullshit.
Yeah.
So it wasn't no point.
Stuff that you don't use now.
That shit, you know what I'm saying? Put me in debt for school. I should have said it fuck school earlier.
Yeah.
But man, that's school. So I did end up finishing. So shout out to school, man.
Shout out to school, man.
Yeah, if you study something that makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't study something that you could just learn in the streets. Or you could just learn anywhere else. That's the biggest thing about school.
Facts. And right after that, you're DJing in a lot of the clubs out there, in Atlanta and stuff. So when you started playing Savage's music, you were one of the first DJs to start playing Savage stuff in the club.
Facts. Oh God.
What was like the first song that you dropped for his?
It was I don't know if I was riding in Georgia State and my homie came in the car, and I don't know if it was Picky or like 1 Foot. It was like one of the old songs.
Yeah.
Or Whoa. He got a lot of like songs, but then what made it fire about the whole Savage shit, it wasn't just like I was the first DJ playing his shit. It's like it was 18 and up, these people jumping in around, like it's not like 21 and up where you chilling, you vibing, you trying to look pretty and cool. So it's like that's the one important thing. The other thing was like, hold on, just imagine like you go into the club and you like hear 4 songs in a row by one person. Yeah. But you don't know who the fuck it is.
Facts.
And then you hear the hit that he made, and then everybody jumping around going crazy.
Yeah.
So then people would literally come to the club just so they could hear me play Savage like I was playing. Yeah. Because it'd be like, and that's how I really got into breaking artists, and I'm like, hold on, let me really put it down to people, but not make it annoying. Yeah. So I play like a hook, mix the beat in, and then play Red Ops, and then everybody be like,
oh yeah, Red Ops would just go.
People be like, what the fuck is going on right now? Yeah. So that's what made it like, hold on, every time Savage doing the after party, we only booking Marc B. Yeah. Because everybody else scared because they think they gonna jump the DJ and then all type of shit might happen. So I was just really just going crazy out there with that shit. Fire.
And as far as like, when was like the first show you had with like Savage that you guys actually did like, a venue? And you guys you're like, yo, you're gonna be our DJ from now on, like.
I don't know if it was the next tour. I think the first tour I went on was the High Horse tour with him and Thug. Yeah. That's probably when. But that shit was hell. That shit was hell too, because I think I fucked up like 3 shows in a row. Yeah. I don't know what happened. But then I was like, man, I even told like Meezy, shout out to Meezy. I was like, man, Meezy, you don't even gotta pay me. It was that bad. Where I really care about this shit, bro. So it's like, and then knowing that I didn't go on the last tour, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So me really locking in, I think the High Horse tour was definitely the first tour, but after that I was like, I just worked too hard to keep on fucking up. After that I ain't fuck up for like 3 years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's why me and Savage, like, you'll never see a video of Savage being like, fuck the DJ or throwing the mic, or it's been hella shit me and Savage went through. Like, sound going completely off at fucking Music Midtown when 50,000 people out there waiting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden he performing and the whole music go off. Yeah. And instead of him being on the mic saying, the fuck happened or fuck the DJ, he like, I get it. Because if it was up to me, I would never fuck up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes shit happens. You never know. It might be the computer, it might be a cord, it might be this, and sometimes you can prepare, but it's like, life happened too. So I'm so blessed to have a previous relationship with Savage enough for him to know in situations like that, shit happens, I'ma over prepare, but I respect him so much for us never having a situation like that. Yeah. Because to be honest, a lot of DJs get hired. A lot of niggas don't put in work. Yeah. And that's why you don't see me and him in a situation like that, or me with any artist, because I put in work. I don't get hired. Yeah. Like, you'll never see DRUSKI do no lame ass shit like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I shout out to the real niggas who just do shit. But situations happen, but. Yeah.
And what's one thing that you took out of, like, you know, that first tour you went on? Like, was it like, you know, you being on the road, like, what's one thing that you took that, okay, next tour I'm not gonna do this or I'm gonna do this, you know what I mean? The times that you've messed up.
I'll say, one, you gotta be over prepared now. Yeah. Like, that's one thing shit really taught me. Like, I started getting 2 computers, like 4 USBs, like 3 Mac chargers. Like, one go out, I'm with another. And I started taking that to the club. Like, anytime somebody give me an opportunity, bro, I'm gonna be ready for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be ready to take advantage and then let you know it's even more going on. And I think that's the biggest thing that got me where I'm at right now in life, is to say, I'm not just gonna let people be like, okay, that was a good job. I remember I was DJing for Mariah the Scientist. We had a live show. Fire. She don't have a DJ no more because she went from DJing to playback, and you know what I'm saying? I was just at a different point in my life. Shout out to Mariah. Really appreciate that opportunity. But we was DJing her, I don't know if it was like some one-off shows. We was DJing, and at the end, like, she wanted to do some more songs. And this one, I just like became her DJ. Oh, yeah. Like, I only did like 2 or 3 shows with her. And then the crowd was like, oh, we want to hear this song, right? Yeah. And then she was like, on the mic, she was like, I don't know if my DJ got it. Boom, dropped it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I like went in, I downloaded every single song she ever made that I could find on the internet. I like made sure I'm over prepared.
That preparation is key, bro.
And I still was DJing for Savage at this point. So it's not like, oh, I only give Savage that treatment, or I only give anybody I work with, or they give me an opportunity to fuck with them. Yeah. I'm gonna try to be over prepared. Even when DRUSKI will go on some shit and he'll improvise on stage, and I hit him with some shit and he'll be like, oh, Marc, that shit was fire. Yeah. Like, but that's just about being like over prepared, bro. So that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, and on DRUSKI, like, how much was your Could Have Been Records deal?
Man. I'm the only one.
You're the only DJ signing him right now?
I'm the only one who get paid. Yeah. we got a special deal going on.
Yeah. And how that relationship come from, like, you and DRUSKI?
I had knew DRUSKI from, I think back in the day, just us having mutuals. DRUSKI, first time I think we saw each other was like a LA show. I was DJing for Savage. I think it was the High Horse tour. And he just tell you this funny ass story, like how he like snuck in and got in and was like front row and shit. And I had just knew DRUSKI like back in the day, long thing. But then me and DRUSKI just, our story is just so funny. We had them fell out and then got back cool when he had ended up being on J. Cole shit. So just us building that relationship again, and then that taking him to like I said, I feel like DRUSKI gonna be the biggest comedian of our generation. Into what we might know, it might be different. A comedian might not be just stand up and make you laugh and sit down. It might be an experience. You know what I'm saying? But whatever it's gonna be, he gonna be one of the big ones. So I appreciate after DRUSKI went on this tour, we was just locked in, and so for us to go from a real life relationship or some falling out shit to circling back and him inviting me on this tour, I'm forever grateful. You know what I'm saying? For real.
And it's like, you know, you and Savage, you guys do like the big tours. You did the J. Cole tour. Yeah, right. You guys do stuff with Post, you know, shout out Post. Yeah. And you know, right now you guys are on one of the biggest tours in the world right now. Like, where were you when you got the call when they're like, yo, you're going on tour with Drake and Savage? Like, where were you when you got that call?
I was fucking at home trying to figure this shit out to the last day, you know what I'm saying? Because my biggest thing with being on the road or even doing anything, I want to feel like I'm valued in the situation. So once we just figured it out, I knew I was gonna go on the road, and once they announced it, I don't care if I was gonna be in the back. We were gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Just some way I could figure out I could help or just add to the situation. But man, the last days I was figuring it out because there was so many things that we gotta figure out because he's not doing a regular tour. It's not like Savage just comes on 10 minutes before Drake or 20 minutes, 30 minutes before Drake, and then Drake goes on. It's like Drake goes on and then Savage comes out during his shit, and then they finish the show together. So it's like with all that, it's so many musical things that have to align that we had to figure that out and how that situation go. And you just know from Drake going from possibly doing these venues to doing other venues to even announcing a tour 5 years later, it's so many things that has to align. So, around the last days, I figured it out, man, that I was gonna actually come and add some more value to it, and I was super excited. But I was gonna be here regardless of how to figure it out.
And that's one thing I feel like you're not selfish because you're not. You know, you're not on the stage, you know, you're in the back.
Facts.
You're doing your thing. So it's like, how's that as a DJ? You know, a lot of us, you know, we want to be seen, we want to be known. How's that for you, you know, taking a step back to being like, okay, cool, I'm not going to be on stage, I'm not going to be doing that with Savage. Like, how does that?
I think it goes more into me being proud of seeing Savage from the beginning of his career and being like, damn, like just imagine, like you saw your homie go from rapping with 4 people to damn, now he performing with 50,000. Are you gonna be tripping that you ain't right there on stage with him? It's like, nah, that's your homie. So it's like, I always look at my relationships like that first. Like, I'm super proud to just even be in a situation like this, but it also motivates me to say, okay, well, how do we learn the different things to be impactful, but build on what we have going on? So it's more just game to me. Once you get to being such a big type, once your artist gets to being so big, you're gonna have to move off stage. Because you want your artist to not be somebody that's rapping with 10 people on that you don't even know who the rapper is. Right? To being, oh, well, shit, maybe it's him and his hype man, but it's all what the artist wants to do. And when you're not selfish to say, it's about me, and you'll say, okay, well, okay, I see his vision on where he wants to go. How can I add? How can I learn how to do live performance? How can I learn how to do production? How can I learn how to do vocals? How can I learn how to do stage monitors? How can I learn to be a manager? Like, there's plenty other things you can do to amplify who you are in that situation and saying, I'm gonna be on stage just taking up space. Now, if you want your artist to be like that, like a Chase B and Travis, it's opportunities for it. Like a Playboy Cardi and Black Boy, it's opportunities for it. But if your artist wants to be in different situations, you gotta be accepting to it and see that vision more than you see what you want in yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the play.
And you know, as far as being a DJ, like what was like what would you say the best festival? You know, you guys do the Rolling Louds, the Lollapaloozas. You know, which one's like your favorite festival that you guys usually do?
The Lollapalooza was definitely the craziest shit I ever seen, because it was like 50 or 60,000 people out there, and it was like DMX when he performed, you like see the whole city. It was crazy. Like Coachella was cool too. Coachella was big as fuck and lit, but definitely Lollapalooza for me, because I think I did like a 5-minute set before that shit, and I was like out there hosting. That shit was like crazy, like having 50,000 people turn to a song, like that shit's dumb. So Lollapalooza is definitely the biggest vibe I ever experienced. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy.
You know, and you do the whole producing stuff too, you know. And I just saw your tweet that you had in 2018.
Fat Man Key.
And you said, I'm gonna work with him one day to get on my beat.
Yeah.
Fast forward to this year.
Yeah.
You finally jumped on it. How did that make you feel?
I think manifestation is a big thing, and it's a crazier thing when you mix it with hard work.
Yeah.
And I think if you could, it's like I was hitting key up for beats. I was really pitching them on stuff, and I came up with this random thing. Like I'm coming up with this like series called Fuck You Me, you know what I'm saying, with my whole mixtape brand. But I was hitting key up because I'm like, bro, we gotta get in. I wanna get you on the tape. I wanna do that. So I end up like paying for the session. Like this is what I do with all my placements and all my shit. Like, and I'm just different because I like to work in person because I got so much different music and so many different vibes and so many places we can go to. So I really like to be involved with an artist. So that's when I really like to work with somebody. It's more of the vibe. But I invited him. I paid for the sessions, paid for the engineer, paid for everything. Invited him to the studio. We made some music. We didn't make music again for 3 weeks. I think I was on the road. I was running around. He called me back and he was like, "Listen, Mark B, this the hardest shit we've been making. Like out of all the shit I've been making, and then he was like, let's make a tape." And for him to give me that opportunity to make it his album, that was finna be some shit that was my shit. It's like, oh, this shit kind of fire. Yeah. So full circle moment, I'm just like, it's such like these just blessings, and it just showed me like you can work hard, and if you really stay true to the ideas and the game plan that you got, this shit could be bigger than life. Like you gotta think your shit could be, if you starting a tech company, that shit bigger than Apple. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You starting a hair company, that shit bigger than all the hair companies. Yeah. Like you wanna be the, you know what I'm saying, biggest podcast, you gotta think you're gonna be bigger than all of them. And it's like, it's gonna sound crazy. People might think you fucking insane, you know what I'm saying, with all these ideas I be having, but it's like, I want DJing to mean something new because the culture is changing and people is not giving a fuck about this shit. I want to be like, man, just this young nigga who just did some crazy shit, but then we still DJing, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, man, or not hopefully, I'm going to manifest that too. But it's like weird, bro. I'm like weird with manifestations. Like I love this, like say I'm gonna do everything, but then I don't too because I like feel like it's certain shit I gotta do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna manifest that, and everything that's gonna happen, man, it's gonna happen with all of us. Fire. For sure.
And you know, and what's 5 things that when you're on the road that you need? Like it's like, yo, I need this when I'm on the road.
I'm sorry to say this, weed. I don't want to say that because I want to stop smoking weed, but I love weed. Like weed is like the thing you do. It's like you wake up, you're not doing anything for 6 hours, and you do what you got to do, and then you're not doing anything for another 6-7 hours. Yep. And then you finish the show, and then you're not doing anything till you go to sleep. So it's a lot of drinking, smoking. But I'm good on the drinking. So weed, water.
Water, yep, I need water.
You need water?
Yeah.
All right.
While he's thinking, shout out our sponsors, Poem Planet. Shout out King Palms. Man, I'm gonna have to get you right with the King Palms, man.
On God.
Get you right with that, man.
And gambling.
Oh, whoosh. Shout out FanDuel.
Yeah.
Man.
See, I'm only like a basketball player, so I don't do this shit like when it's not these other seasons, because I would lose my mind. But I think those are the things you need, and I need to stop gambling. And
I need a write-off on FanDuel, man. That shit's
right.
Man.
But y'all good. We don't got FanDuel in Atlanta.
Oh, okay, fine.
So we only got Prize Picks.
Oh, Prize Picks. Shout out Prize Picks too.
Yeah, they need to shit. Don't shut them out. They need to give us some free promo, money. We need to get back. Yeah. But, them the things. So tour is cool, man. I say Those probably the most essentials. High chews, them good. I used to like Skittles, but I don't like Skittles.
You
No
said
more.
Blue Chews?
High chews,
High Chews. Oh,
high
shit.
chews.
I was like,
Them shits is essential.
yeah, High Chews are fire. Shout out High Chews.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? So a question I like to ask all my DJs that I have on here is like, if you could talk to a 16-year-old Mark B, what's one thing you let him know right now? If you were talking with him right now.
I say do the things that you want to do faster, and don't be afraid of what everybody else think, or don't be afraid to ask for help. I feel like a lot of times, like I'm real attentive with the things that I ask for, so I might never ask for nothing because I might think of something past what the next person think by overanalyzing certain situations. And I think one of the biggest things somebody told me is it's a reason for shortcuts. Like a lot of the times you don't want to probably ask people for help or for things or for even advice on some simple shit, but once you can step out your element and be able to ask those questions because you're coming from a genuine place, I think that's the one thing I do. So I say ask for help, jump into this shit sooner, don't let nobody stop you, you know what I'm saying, from pushing your vision out, because later on in life you don't want to regret not trying.
Yeah.
So, jump into this shit, man.
And then, you got these two artists right now. You want to talk about
God.
these girls be going crazy right now. 2 hits.
2 hits. Them is my twins. I would say I'm super, super, super proud of them because for me to push this vision out, I couldn't do it without them. So for them to trust in me when nobody knows how this shit gonna go or how this shit gonna form, and for them to say, all right, Mark B, we gonna be on the ride, and to really listen to me and go a whole year without dropping no music, without doing all of these things normal artists would do, and then to drop their third song, and genuinely it got 20,000 plays on YouTube, and for it to genuinely start blowing up where I'm literally in LA at the studio listening, looking at somebody look at the video on their phone.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like genuinely like thinking of these ideas of just running my own label and doing shit like this. So for them to really like trust in me to do these ideas, like I really appreciate them, but they finna be the next biggest thing. We gonna put out the music that y'all wanna hear, and then we gonna put out the music that y'all need to hear. Yep. And then once we start really putting this vision out, man, they gonna be the next 2 greatest girls, group, duo, whoever, but they gonna be themselves. They not gonna be nobody else. They gonna rap about what they gonna run and rap, and they gonna make people that been through that life understand that. You know what I'm saying? They just themselves, man. That's the biggest thing I want to push on them. We're not trying to be like nobody else. We're not trying to sound like nobody else. We're not trying to put out music like nobody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our shit gonna sound like us.
Definitely. And I want to ask, what's your Mount Rushmore Atlanta artist? Like, what's Mark B's Mount Rushmore Atlanta artist? It's 4 of them, so.
Future. Savage over Future, only because we know.
Yeah.
Savage over Future, but not even, I wouldn't even put it, because it's Mount Rushmore, this to go this. So Future, Savage. Can we put Gucci in there? We gotta put Gucci in there. Damn. I say on some crazy shit, I wouldn't even say, I was more a Gucci fan than I was a Jeezy fan. Yeah. But if we talk about like Mount Rushmore artists, or are we talking about like my favorites?
Like your favorite. That's your Mount Rushmore.
Savage, Kilo.
Oof.
I listened to him growing up, and Gucci.
Fire.
For sure.
Fire. That's definitely fire. And what's up? We got 4 months left of the year. Like, what's your goals for this upcoming year?
My goal is to blow up 2 hits, put out more parties with Fuck You Mean, and more music. Like, people don't even know we got music on the way with that. And then put out these mixtapes and then build a brand for this shit, man. When I really build out what Fuck You Mean is, we're gonna be the first label really doing shit to give back to the culture, to really come back to different places and do these other days, like these engineer days, producer days, DJ days, and really showing the spotlight on upcoming talent and then talent that's already undervalued. And if we feel like we could put that spotlight on the culture, you know what I'm saying, our blessings gonna come back tenfold. Yeah. So I really just wanna fuck with the people I think fire and the people that I think are hard. And once we keep doing that, man, everything else gonna come how it come. But yeah, 2 hits, no sections, Fuck You Mean, everything on the way.
I appreciate you joining me today. And, you know, shout out DJ Black Boy, man, that's my brother right there. And how's that relationship with you? Like, how did you and DJ Black Boy get together?
Black Boy is my OG. I appreciate him. He put me on my first party to ever just even open and just open my eyes to, like, this shit is real. You can really just make some money to this shit and really do this shit. So shout out to the Black Boy, man, for really just, you know what I'm saying, doing that. That really changed my life. Shout out to the Machata.
Horchata.
Horchata?
Yeah.
It's horchata?
Horchata.
Shout out to horchata. I just learned something new today, but this shit tastes like some island shit, so we locked in. So,
shout out to horchata.
Shout out to horchata, man.
Man, you gotta try Filiberto's.
What night did I try? I tried it twice. I don't think I made it to the second night. But the first night I tried it, I was literally drunk as fuck after the show. I was drunk as fuck, and then I had that shit in the Uber Eats, like it literally came the exact time I came, but I had to make like a 10-minute walk, and then I ate that shit. It was hitting.
It was hitting?
It was hitting. The second night was Don's fault, but shout out to Don, man. Don been getting me right since I've been down here, man. Don and Jeff, man, ape shit. But Don literally passed me like 4 shots with the lights are still on.
Yeah.
I had to throw it up.
Yeah, man.
One of those nights, but it was a fun night. If you don't end up throwing up in
it wasn't worth it.
In Arizona, it's not worth it. But I didn't even make it to the food. So
yeah.
I'm gonna probably get something tonight, hopefully.
When you giving the Filiberto's, what are you giving the Filiberto's late at night? What are you giving it? A 1 out of 10?
10. I think any food that you could possibly eat drunk is a 10.
Yep.
Like, it's always hit. Like, it's not like, oh, I got bad food. Like,
yeah.
You can't rate food drunk.
Yeah.
You can rate it when you're sober.
Yeah.
But McDonald's hit.
Yeah.
When you're drunk. Like,
man, them late night drives, man, what you can pick up, you know, right after the club.
Right? That should be one-on-one. Y'all don't got food in y'all club. That's the problem.
No, that is the problem. I be saying that, you know.
That is the problem. I ain't never been to a strip club out here though. I probably.
Oh, they got there's Jags. They have some good wings.
Okay, they got food.
You gotta get them double cooked though.
Oh, what you mean?
You gotta get them cooked double because sometimes they be a little rubbery. You gotta get them double cooked.
Oh no, they like cow wings. They got rubber on them.
Bro, I be getting them double cooked wings there. They slap though. I ain't gonna lie. Those wings be slapping there. No, they just gotta get them double cooked just because, you know what I mean?
They don't know how to cook wings. That's like Atlanta thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. But nah, fuck that.
Yeah, is there anything else you want anyone to know on the podcast, bro?
Truly, I appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying, showing so much hospitality, man. I really appreciate it, and just allowing me to keep on talking about my crazy ass ideas, you know what I'm saying. Really, nah, it's not nothing that I really gotta say, man. All I gotta say is when the times get hard, man, keep going, because niggas will want you to stop, niggas want you to give up, you know what I'm saying? And that's the time that you know it's about to happen. I've had so many times in my life where I felt like I need to stop, I need to slow down, I need to stop doing shit, and then something will happen that'll kick in and be like, keep fucking going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just really stay true to this shit. I stay original. I stay myself. I want to let these niggas know I'm never copying them and I'm never looking your way. So when you see new shit happen my way, man, God just blessing me for being who I am and not being you. So if you hating, man, stay the fuck out the way.
Appreciate you, man. There's Nobody Loves the DJ. Appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with the one and only
Marc B.
Horchata. Horchata.
What's up, man? Shout out to my dog, Truly, man, and it's Marc B checking in with Nobody Loves the DJ. Fuck you, me.